Live from the mean streets of South Lyon, Michigan. This is the Off Center Sports Card Show. We'll talk all cards, modern and vintage, graded and ungraded, and stories of the hobby. Sit back, grab a cold one, and let's join George Jackson and Coach Pat. Welcome to the OC.
Sound here.
You got it now? Should have it now. Then.
Let's see. It's messaging you too, Pat. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, ask him if he's got it now.
It's probably
you got
better.
it now, Steve.
It's probably better off.
But we got a great Osgood put.
You mean to tell me you couldn't go on Facebook and just say no sound? It'd be
Well, I wonder if they're
not
getting it on there. I wonder.
It's on there. It's live.
See, this is great. You can't make this up once again.
No, you can't.
Yeah, this
live
is
podcast.
Hop on there real quick and see if they get sound through there. I don't know why everything over here is fine.
Let's see. Just came on.
Okay, good. I can hear you.
Okay.
Thank you out to Randall Cunningham from
Randall,
RC.
Thank you, Randall.
Randall, not the
Hey, Randall, throw the deep ball to Mike Quick. Mike
All
Quick's
right.
wide open.
Hey,
With the Eagles.
And now, you guys, real quick, Randall is a fellow guy from the iLogic Media Network.
Is
It's
he?
River City Media.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes.
Listen to his
Yeah.
show. The
Yeah.
bearded
it's-
one.
it's
The
Nice.
bearded guy. Yep.
The bearded guy.
It's
Yes, I
Randall
like his show.
Not Randall Cunningham.
The
No,
not
quarterback.
Randall Cunningham
Oh,
quarterback.
not
Thanks
look
for
like-
thanks for
does
tuning
not
in,
look
Randall.
like Randall Cunningham.
We need to buy Randall Cunningham PSA 10s.
Do we need to? Or
Yeah, if nobody heard it,
We
so
could. It's
just
again,
real quick.
So hats, $25. Flex fit hats.
sure they saw.
Yeah, I know. I hate doing this again, but Steve Green's making us now. So flex fit hats and shirts, dry fit material there, $20.
Beautiful.
Beautiful stuff. We're going large through 2X on that. For the 3X, they're $22. And shipping is included on all those. We're going to have that posted up on the page so you can check that out later on. Tonight's trivia, we got the Chris Osgood. Beautiful inscribed puck there, too. This one does not say fuck COVID.
Absolutely. Are you swearing? Jeez.
I'm
It's
sorry.
a family show. Well, that's okay.
Wow. Did I get in
Well, that's
trouble?
what the puck said.
Yeah.
He's just going by what
yeah,
the puck
yeah,
said.
I
Yeah.
go by exactly what it said. So it's like,
Yeah.
screw you, San Diego. I just read
Exactly.
right, whatever's on the script. I read it.
But as for the merch, the hat, the shirt, my beautiful bride and I will be celebrating our 15-year anniversary later this week on Thursday. Clearly, I mean, she loves me more than you can ever imagine. And I will be giving
should.
her, why wouldn't
Right,
you?
exactly.
A handsome face like this. I'll be
Right.
giving her one of these t-shirts and a nice hat. What more could you ask for to celebrate a 15? Yes, we'll be listening to Tupac vinyl while with OC gear. You couldn't ask for a better 15-year anniversary.
Dear mama.
Yep, dear mama. That's right, dear mama.
Tell you,
You're
man.
getting the lingerie too, huh?
Yeah, we that's coming next. We've
That's the next line
we
to
have
be launched.
we have a collab with Victoria's Secret.
I'm kind of
so
uncomfortable
be
here
on the
listening
lookout.
to this conversation.
We can keep going. This is all
Okay.
about being uncomfortable.
Okay.
But anyway, it's been a while.
It has.
What have you been up to?
Well, not much. We, went through
A lot to discuss.
a lot to discuss. I know a lot of baseball going on for you guys. I know, coaching and stuff. Tis
Yep.
the season, which is
Yep.
understandable, which is great for the kids.
Yep. Coach is on the hot seat right now. We gotta try to string together a couple W's.
Hey, let's
see
talk
what
about your
happens.
freshman season. How'd that end up there?
Let's
high
move
school.
along. Let's move right along.
Oh,
The
okay.
JV season went very well.
Some breaking news, baby. Right here.
And the varsity got a tough draw in districts. We got to face off against the mighty Shamrocks of CC next Saturday.
East does?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I didn't know they're in the
Unfortunate draw.
same district.
Yeah.
Wow.
well, I mean, we're
That's a big L for you guys.
we'll see. We'll see.
See
You see that CC bravado? CC bravado on
Hey,
any
you
given day.
you
Any
do pay
given
for
day.
it. You
I
do
was-
pay
I
for
was-
it, though.
here's the thing I was going to say. George didn't go to CC. But
No,
goddamn, his money went there.
Money went there.
But his money went there.
Yes. The money flows through Novi. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Or
We'll
Wixom,
show.
or-
We'll just show up and we will show up and
Ooh.
help. We absolutely will. And then
Yes.
we'll be buying cards online while we tailgate.
Yes, Friday that hit.
And actually, props to producer Rich.
little
or-
insight there. Yes.
Yes.
Banging that out. Nice.
Props to producer Rich for sending us a text on Friday to say, "Hey guys, look, Bowman Megas Blasters are on the Target website because you can't buy cards at Target anymore."
And I'll tell you what, I don't know how everybody else did on that, but I thought it went smooth and you
It
could
was
actually get some good
fantastic,
stuff. And
fantastic.
might have gone
You
easy.
can, you
Yeah.
can still get it.
You can still get it now, even.
You can
No,
still
I
get like
checked it.
Heritage.
I checked it.
But-
It's all gone.
Is
I
it all
checked
gone
it
now?
today. Yeah.
But it was lasting for a while on there, which
For
was
sure.
good. So
But here's another thing that they had is it was a guy that I work with that had tuned me into it. He sent me that message on Friday morning, and I dropped everything and went immediately on the Target
So did
on
I.
the app. but he said that, he got some hoops and he got some other things, whatever. So
Wow.
he really lucked out. I'll
And
take.
he got select.
He told you like an
football,
hour
too.
later.
He got
After he's clicking away.
no. He got.
Hey, Rich, by the way.
He got. I want to say he got three megas or 3 blasters of select.
Wow.
Yeah. All
Dang
on
that,
target.
damn.
It's all in that, and really it's all in that app, that Discord that we use for
yes.
iLogic.
Yeah.
To communicate and everything like that. But he's supposed to be sending me the invite link to that, to where it automatically will give you the like the drop. It'll send you a message when Target
Interesting.
drops, Walmart drops, and stuff like that. So,
Wow.
but definitely, yeah. The way that they're not doing it
Unreal.
anymore. My business is, besides buying stuff from you guys and you bringing over a box of stuff I didn't know I bought.
Makes it fun,
Exactly.
Classic Jackson auction. Oh, what did
It's
I
like
buy
Christmas, What do I got? Oh my God, I
Right.
got that.
It's like a stocking.
So let's
Like
get to the topics tonight. Starting
Yep.
off number 1, we just had a record sale again in an auction, and
It
feels
like this comes up every episode. And,
It does.
And again, it speaks, and we'll get to this topic probably later in the show, but you talk about the health of the hobby. And so the 1979 Opici PSA 10 Wayne Gretzky sold for $3.75 million last week in an auction through Heritage.
it's an Opici PSA 10, right?
Opici PSA 10. It's a pop of 2 and a 10.
Yep.
Which is, which also helps to drive up the value. But that exact same card sold for $1.29 million in December of 2020.
Yep.
And before that, it sold for $465,000 in 2016. So you can just see the prices climbing, and you can see the trend with the legends, the icons.
Yes.
Whether it's Mantle, LeBron, Jordan, Trout, Tom Brady. People are following the legends, and a lot of this tonight, a lot of the message is going to go hand in hand with kind of what we're talking about. And maybe you can get into, some of the differences between Opici and Tops, because it's basically the exact same looking card, and that 1979 card with Opici and Tops,
Correct.
the Gretzky. And I think they have the exact same pop in a PSA 10. But the Opici is always more in demand, and maybe you can touch on that.
Yeah, a lot less of them are made. Number 1, the United States, a lot bigger country where they're producing more cards for hockey back in the 80s, 70s. And what happened too is the cuts on these cards are rough all the way up until, I really want to say, about 87, 88, 88, 89 was the first time Opici had quality control. Now they're owned by Tops, same company,
Right.
just the Canadian version of them. But cuts are always rough, off-centered. And I mean, another thing with Gretzky too, you found a lot, especially in Opici, he was at the back of the pack. So the gum was on the back on a lot of Gretzky's. So you find that too a lot in population too, where that back would get beat up, things like that. But those cards were just really rough condition, always Opicis, basically because of the cuts and stuff like that. And also the production. I mean, when you're selling them in major markets, especially when you're getting out to Western Canada, there's not a card shop in every single, or, cards sold in every single convenience store, you don't have as many. So people are driving big distances to go try to find these products, and they weren't there back then. So besides, of course, in Toronto and, when you get into Ontario and, of course, Vancouver area too, there's a lot of production too. But United States, you're hitting it all across the United States, especially the eastern side and the northern states, up and down.
Did you ever notice with the Opici cards? I'm sorry to butt in on this, but
definitely.
One of the things I noticed about the Opici cards compared to Tops, like we're going to use like that year of, Probert rookie card.
Yeah.
The Opici, well, I should say the Tops, it was like more of a darker
Color?
like a darker burnt orange on the back, and then the Opici was always a brighter burnt orange.
Yes, and that's just the stock of cardboard they use that produce that color. Tops used the darker type of cardboard, which made the back darker. Opici had more of the lighter color, like a whiter color, which they're using actually the same ink, believe it or not, but it was just coming out different color due to the stock of that type of cardboard they used.
Because I used to remember as a kid getting a pack, you'd always want the Opici ones.
Oh,
because
love Opici. Yeah.
I mean, they just look so much more crisp,
And there was
cleaner look.
there was more cards in the set too,
and they were
which
cleaner,
was you would get a lot more different players too.
Yeah.
That you weren't getting in Tops. So that was always, I think Opici sets were like 326 cards, I want to say 326 to 332, and Tops were 198 cards. So you're getting a lot more cards, and once again, due to the market, more Canadian fans out there wanted more players and stuff like that too. So you're getting more of the Winnipeg Jet players and things like that in Canada than you were in the United States.
Well, it's funny, and you look at the pop counts on some of these cards. So the Opici PSA 9 on Gretzky, there's 89 PSA 9s on the Opici Gretzky.
Yeah.
There's 129 on the Tops. So, the Opici definitely has that, definitely has the value. It's much more rare in terms of the graded cards, the pop counts, and hey, good card to own. And
what an investment though, huh? For
to
December to
see.
then.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And that just goes to show you, again, it speaks to the health of the market, and where this thing's going. So if people are getting skittish right now and say, oh my God, the sky is falling, prices are dropping, I got to get out, I got to sell my collection. No,
right.
Not a chance. And we'll get into that later in the show.
Yeah, and it actually kind of leads us to our second topic here. Talking about the pricing right now with NHL and NBA cards and the playoffs going on. And to kind of piggyback that, I'll start us off with the NHL. When we talk about legends, that's one thing I wanted to talk about with this too, because if we look at players like Nathan McKinnon, Austin Matthews, Braden Point with Tampa, who's actually having very good playoffs and actually a very talented player.
Pucks on net, cycle the puck.
Right. Four lines.
Yep.
4 lines.
Got to be big on the blue line.
Noonan's not a huge hockey guy.
If anybody knows hockey, I know hockey. And if you want me to construct a team, this is what you do. You get big on the blue line, pucks on net, get the puck deep, cycle the puck. Yep, you got to win. You got to win the neutral zone.
You got to score more goals than the other team too.
Got to be big on the blue line.
Absolutely
have to be. And that's what the Wings didn't do in those crucial years with Babcock, and that's why we lost.
Wow.
But hey, I wasn't running the team. They didn't ask for my opinion.
Yeah.
But hey, go ahead. Talk to us about hockey cards.
Yeah,
I'm happy to chime in.
Is that your what up with that already? Is that we already done with that?
No.
Oh, we're not done with that. Okay.
Very good one. Very good one.
Well, we look at pricing though for these guys and
handle the power play.
And you guys look at guys like McKinnon, especially McKinnon and Matthews. McKinnon, he was selling for $1,900 2 months ago for a PSA 10. McKinnon $1,700. They both dropped $200, believe it or not, recently. And even though they're playing right now, prices are dropping. Same thing with a player like Braden Point. His card's dropping about $100 in a PSA 10 from $265 to $200, right in that range, $180, somewhere right around there. And it tells you the market is not controlled just by the young guns right now, so to say. The Gretzkys, the Mario Lemieux, Mark Messier stuff. If you look at him and his stuff, Steve Yzerman, all these guys, these legends, their cards, Patrick Waugh, their point and prices are way up, and they keep going up.
What did that Yzerman sell for last night?
Oh, the ungraded one?
Yeah.
I believe that was like $28.
Okay.
So, and that was like an off-centered, Tops rookie. And that card, you can, most of the time it goes for $20 or so.
Yeah.
But his value, especially here in Detroit, is a whole different thing. But when you look at nationwide and who you want to invest in when it comes to these things, just don't jump on the guys in the playoffs. Now, if you believe a Nathan McKinnon will win the cup, so to say, and you want to put money in him, yeah, you're going to make a little bit of money in a month from now. But I can tell you one thing, it's not going to last forever. And it's going to drop right back down again. So if you're looking for a quick flip and you're looking to gamble on basically place your wager on what player and what team's going to do it, mine would be a Nathan McKinnon right now. But at the same end of things, it's just the hockey's all over the place. And I know that's a little bit with basketball too, the ups and downs of the game. and I know you want to get into that
I mean,
a
if
little
you're,
bit.
if you're
I
not,
got a question to ask you though.
Yeah.
So we're talking about trying to do the difference between NBA and National Hockey League between the two on card values.
Mhm.
I don't think the NHL cards are ever going to be nearly as high as you see as NBA, because I think because of the popularity of the sport is nowhere near an NFL status, an MLB status.
Well,
I mean, is that a safe assumption?
I'll touch it on that. A lot more of your hockey collectors are PC collectors. They love their hockey cards.
so
And
guys collecting Nathan McKinnon cards
yeah,
because he's big on the blue line.
they got a blue line, right? Just like you said.
And he plays forward. Go ahead.
Okay.
So yeah. Jeez.
I mean,
Who is this guy, 12th man?
hey, hey, if I need to go toe to toe with Don Cherry, just bring him in. Let's get him on the horn. Let's get him on the horn. Like to talk. to him.
But we see stuff like with the hockey cards that I don't see a big market besides the major names being flipped, so to say. I see more of the collectors. And if you look at recent sales, whether it's through eBay or auction houses, they don't match up with, like, you know, let's go Nathan McKinnon to Jason Tatum. Okay. Compare the two. Okay. Let's say card wise. There's a lot more Tatum sold, and prices have gone up a lot stronger than Nathan McKinnon's have in the past.
Like in my collecting age, you're talking about like PC cards, stuff that you collect.
Yeah, guys.
I have like a binder of hockey cards, and like I would just collect certain players. Like I have a ton of Mike Richters. I have a ton of Mark Messier's. I have a ton of Gretzky's. I have, but the Gretzky's I have, I don't have the I don't have the 1979 Opici rookie card.
A full sheet of them there.
I don't have those. But
it's just sitting at PSA right now.
But here's the thing: is always like I started collecting cards as a kid, and it was primarily all hockey cards is what I collected.
Yes.
And even back when I was a kid, to try to get a 1979 Wayne Gretzky card was untouchable.
Oh yeah,
it was. I mean, and that was 30 years ago.
That's right.
And it was untouchable then.
Yep.
And for me, 3.7 million. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's still untouchable. You guys don't pay me enough on this show.
Well, I'll tell you what though, the price on that is a great investment, and it's showing itself. Even at the 1.2 that it sold for, 1.3 basically it sold for in December. That 3.7 is
5 months ago.
Yeah, 3.7. Trust me, if you got
now, it's sold for 3 times that.
Exactly. So don't sleep on the hockey and keep educating yourself on that blue line, because you're gonna get smarter at the game.
Gotta get big on the blue line.
You got to.
There's no question whatsoever. And that's why Mike Babcock got fired, because he didn't get big on the blue line.
So outside the arc, what are you seeing out there in basketball now? I mean, that's where you build yourself in the NBA right now, isn't it? Outside the arc, you get real strong there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta have a point guard to run the show. And speaking of such, Trae Young.
Having
a phenomenal series against the Knicks. They're up 3-1. Trae Young's cards had fallen off an absolute cliff, and they still are. And right now is a great time to buy Trae Young. He was down close to 60% on his cards over the last 90 days.
Yep.
He's made a slight comeback, 6 to 7%, over the last 2 weeks, but they're about to close the Knicks out. And they're going to stare down the Milwaukee Bucks in round 2.
That's a big test. That's a big test for his
cards.
So
if you believe in Trae Young, and say they were to pull off the inevitable, knock the Bucks out in round 2, I tell you what, so now we're gambling a little bit, right? So hey, do I believe in Trae Young? I do. A shooter like that can knock anybody out of a playoff series,
as long as nobody spits on him.
Wow,
that's true.
Yes,
that is true.
That's it's
Kyrie,
terrible.
Talking about what happened to Kyrie last night?
I did.
They threw a water bottle.
The Kyrie.
Trae Young got
Kyrie.
spit on in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
he could spit on.
Yeah, he got spit on.
And then Westbrook got a bucket of popcorn dumped on
his head. I mean, it's the NBA is bananas.
But you hold these fans out for a while, and everybody starts
right. I mean, now everybody that can come out in public, they don't know how to. Nobody knows how to act. They don't know how to act. Right. Oh my God! I throw popcorn on this guy. I throw water bottles. So I look at Trae Young. I look at Luka. That series is nip and tuck. It's 2-2 with Mavericks and the Clippers.
Luka did not look good the other night. I'll tell you that much.
He's got a sore neck. But I think they
so
can.
Do I, but
yeah,
See my game.
But I think they can salvage that series. I do. And I think Luka's a phenomenal long-term investment. But same with Trey.
That's what I was going to say. Ask you about Trey with that. Yeah.
So these guys you can buy low on both of them right now and still, realize a quick flip if they were to win a big series that you didn't expect. And so it depends what you're in it for. Hey, you can buy right. It's a win-win. You can buy their cards right now and flip it quick if they get win a big series, or hold on to it. These guys are going to be around forever, and the card cycle is going to go in, it's going to go in cycles, and the Valley's going to be there at some point.
Right.
So Ja Morant's another one. They got a big game tonight. They're down 2-1 to the Jazz. Ja put up 47, I think, in game 1 against Utah. They did hold out Mitchell that game, but he's another one. So Mitchell, Luka, Trey, keep an eye on those guys. Giannis is another guy you can buy extremely low right now.
But where are we seeing the prices at with these guys right now? Like compared to other players in the NBA right now? Like what about with the Giannis and what about with the LeBron? Where are their prices going right now? Devin Booker, people like that. I mean, are they shooting up right now?
Here's a crazy thing. So at this time last year, the guy that blew up in the bubble, when they had the NBA playoffs, the bubble. Tyler Hero. So Tyler Hero was kind of the darling of the bubble.
Great white hype.
Yep. And so his Prism Silver reached a peak of $1,500 at a PSA 10 in the bubble. That same card today is selling for $350.
Yep.
I mean, incredible. Absolutely incredible. So now you look at a guy, we're both Spartan guys. So look at Bryn Forbes. Forbes is on fire right now in the NBA playoffs. Hit 7 threes against Miami to put them out. Do you start investing in a guy like that?
No.
You could.
Yeah.
But you could. But Giannis's PSA 10 at this time last year was selling for $4,000. It's a low pop card. That same card is now down to $2,000. So the card's lost half its value.
Yeah.
And that's when, the market was at its absolute peak. But all these guys you can buy now for pennies on the dollar. And that's why we'll get into that in the market minute. It is a great, great time to buy. And if you've got a card on your bucket list that you've been eyeing for years since you've been into the hobby, now is the time to pounce, and we will touch on that
next, I believe. Here dips in the market, huh?
Oh yeah.
Down 10. I'm fired up in 10, down 15.
Pat's market minute, baby.
15. I'm down 15, 20. I'm down 15, down 20.
Hey, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say?
30, 25, down 30. You want to put 30, sir? 25, then you're out. I'm down 25, down 30.
I mean, I don't even know where to start on this because I have been sorting through cards that have been on my wish list for forever. And, we're all part of the Four Horsemen group. I'd love to give the Four Horsemen a shout out on the podcast as we do from time to time.
Yeah.
We've had Kevin Bowman, one of the founders, join us on the show, but, I bought some cards from a member of the Four Horsemen who I said, hey man, why are you selling all these good cards right now? I go, you must have a card, in your sights that you're looking to sell or you're looking to buy. And he said, yep, as a matter of fact, I am. And he goes, I've had my eye on this card since 2018. So I said, yep, people are thinking along the same lines, but I could rattle off a list for days, but the cards I'm looking at,
this is what you'd get in a...
This is what I personally am looking at right now.
Okay.
And everybody has a different, kind of list of cards that they target. But I love targeting the legends, and also some current players. But I'll say Dwayne Wade as a current example. His 2003 Tops PSA 10 card is down almost 48% in the last 90 days. That card can be had right now for about $600.
Wow.
Absolute steal. Dwayne Wade Topps Chrome PSA 9 down 48% in the last 90 days. You can have that card for $390.
Wow.
We'll talk about LeBron. LeBron's a guy who can make a run in the NBA playoffs. I mean, Lakers are still the favorite to win the whole thing. LeBron 2004 Topps PSA 10 card is down 62% in the last 90 days. You can have that card for $600. $600 as a PSA 10. That's his second year. I'm sorry, that's his second year card. It's an iconic card, actually. It's the card where he's got the chalk in the air.
Yeah.
I think you've seen it. You've seen
Yeah.
the Tops card, 2004, and I love it. I've talked about it on the show before. Second year cards, I love second year cards. So 2004 Tops LeBron PSA 10. Look at it for $600. Mike Trout. Mike Trout's a guy we've talked about again on the Market Minute. He's injured right now. 2011 Tops update PSA 10. Down 22% in the last 90 days, down 13% in the last 60. That card can be had right now for $3,500. That's a PSA 10. Obviously, PSA 9 can be had for much less. But again, a card that I would look at. Last one I'll touch on is Kobe. Actually, I got two more I want to hit on. Kobe 1996 Tops, PSA 9. He's down 55% in the last 90 days. Down 33% in the last 60, and down 12% in the last 30. That card can be had right now for about $600.
Wow.
And my last one, a guy that has a chance to win the NBA championship this year, Kevin Durant, 2007 Tops Factory. He's down 51% in the last 90 days, down 8% the last 30. You can have that card for $200.
That's not a bad investment for the.
So, I mean, I would say to anybody out there right now, make your wish list of cards that you've had your eye on for quite some time. There is no better time to buy than right now.
And what do you see on that market? How much of a wiggle room do they have time wise?
I think we got a lot of. I mean, you've got to be patient. You got to be patient.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Yep.
It's there's people looking for the quick fix, the quick flip. And if that's what you're looking for, yeah, this probably isn't for you. But there's
bitch.
Yeah.
There's
12th man.
There's ebbs and flows of the market.
Right.
Now things are opening back up. People they're spending money. They're booking vacations. They're going on trips. They're going to concerts. They're going on boats. They're going on Tom's
boats and hoes.
Tom's booze cruise.
I'm on a boat.
Tom's booze cruise for $50 a head.
Ooh, I like that. He charged you 50.
And it's gonna be cyclical, but it's whatever level of profit that you are comfortable with.
Yes.
Right. So am I okay buying this card at X and then, hey, once it hits 2X, I'm going to sell? Great.
Right.
All right. So I think the days of making 6X, 7X, where we were, maybe this time last year, you may not see those days return for a little bit. But man, you can still buy these cards for pretty cheap at a big discount right now and sell it for 2, maybe 3X, in pretty near term and still make a healthy profit.
And build on that wish list too.
Absolutely.
By flipping stuff like that.
Can I interject real quick?
Oh,
sure.
I do want to say thank you to you, George, for looking out for me the other day. Somebody had posted a couple 68 game cards.
The game cards. I was just I should have popped.
And I was,
so mad at myself.
and I was just a little late to the show, but I appreciate that was a conversation we've had off the air quite often about that 68. And that for me, that's a PC. That's not going to be
right.
That's not going to be a reason. Can I go out and buy an entire set? Yes.
Right.
But what's the fun in that? I want to search for it. I don't want to
build the set.
I want to build the set. I don't want to mess with, but I want to say,
and I want to apologize. I should have just bought that for you. Damn it.
Somebody was selling the whole set.
No, just two. It was a Pete Rose and I think Clemente.
Yeah.
Either Clemente or Yaz.
Yeah, it was Rose and Clemente, I believe.
But I do want to say thank you very much for thinking of me when that popped up.
I think that's a big thing about the industry though too. It's always you start learning what people's PCs are or what they just want to start collecting. Like, hey, I like this, and it's great. I mean, I've seen it on Facebook and the Four Horsemen and Tiger's Room, where guys are looking out for one another too, always, and that's big. So,
I think the big thing too, the big message to get through is for people not to panic. So I think we've had a lot of new people jump into the industry, and they've seen the market drop a little bit, and people are freaking out like, oh my God, I got to sell off. This thing's tanking.
Exactly. And that worked out, like talking about the, Coach Pat's Market Minute there and talking about the NHL and NBA just before that, getting us to our next topic and kind of dips in the market right now. And I'm going to let you kind of hit up a few here before, I'll got a few myself that let me tell you one thing right now, being around this for a while and especially through Facebook and been here longer than you, son, as I'm going to say that to you, Pat.
Yes, you have, Dad.
Yes. Be patient because summertime, and right now this is summertime, I'll say it, because people are outside more. You know, it's you get the nicer weather, however you want to say it, but here, especially in Michigan, the northern states, we're not inside. We're not locked in, and you know, there's going to be less spending a little bit
For
of
sure.
it.
Yeah,
You know, or people are going to be more select on what they want to buy.
Seasonal. Yeah.
Unless your name is Rich Jasper, who gets a box delivered, doesn't know what the hell he's bought.
Right.
Well, there are those people. There are those people. So, but no, I mean, the selection does get smaller, and understand though, be patient. And right now, there are some tremendous
market
dips going on, and
a buyer's market
huge.
Without question.
What are you seeing out there, bud?
I mean, I
know you've hit a lot of guys so far.
I hit on the anything. I mean, everything is dipping. Wow. Everything's hitting the dip. I would build a wish list and start buying. Whether it's Trout, Luka, Trey, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, everybody. Card prices are dropping. So get in, man. It's only going to benefit you. As the and start thinking about football season coming up. We've talked about football cards, on this podcast. You see Burrow getting healthy. He's starting to rip passes, in OTAs.
Yep.
So people are getting in heavy to football. Lamar Jackson's another one.
Tua. I mean, they're starting to seeing these guys now, and they're ready for it. And I'll tell you what, 3 guys in baseball right now, and just get away from the NBA, NHL for a little while, even from the playoffs, because baseball's going on, folks. And there's some guys right now to invest in my opinion, and those are Mike Trout. Prices are dropping.
Trout is,
and you can't go wrong.
Yep.
I'm telling you what, Luis Robert, another one. He's going to be back.
Same with Cody Bellinger.
And
just came back.
Yeah, Bellinger just came back. And I'll tell you what, another big one, Francisco Lindor.
Yep.
Being on a big market there with the Mets, they're going to pop back, and Lindor's prices are going to be going up and up and up. So as soon as they start heating up here, and June is the month, the big bats start coming out, and we
also talked about this today. People left Spencer Torkelson out for dead. Guy hit 2 3-run bombs last night.
Tiger fans, baby.
Absolute piss rods that he hit.
Yeah.
So hey, let's see.
Yeah, I mean those are big. So
it is a good time to buy.
Yep.
Hooray!
Hooray!
I cannot wait to hear what type of nonsense you're going to spew out here. Are we doing what Dippin' Dot flavor?
You are putting your foot in your mouth today, aren't you, buddy?
Jeez.
Wow. You are going to you might as well just take your headset off and just shrug your shoulders and walk right out of here.
Me to public access? I mean, am I going to public
access? First you start thanking people who served, those who served. This day is not about that, Noonan. It's about those who died for us.
But they served.
But you're thanking the ones that served. It's about thanking those ones who died for our country. That's the memory today. That's the memorial today.
Yes, exactly.
So they can't hear you.
Can I interject real quick, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
The people that are watching the show right now, we want to thank them, but we also want to let them know that it is it is 2-0 Montreal.
Ooh, really?
Oh, yes.
So, wow.
Just giving you a heads up.
Love it. Go Habs.
Big on the blue line.
Big on the blue line. Pucks on net. Pucks in.
All right. Top 5, and this is not a fair top list. I tell you that much. Top 5. These are 5 professional athletes who died in service.
Oh.
Wow. All right.
This is
for our country.
Heavy. This is heavy. Jeez.
Yes. Now, interesting names. And it was really cool kind of going back on this. And this is the thing I like with the vintage, the history of sports, and seeing what these guys were. Holy shit. There were some guys here that died in service in World War II that they could have changed the whole outlook of the whole game. I mean, if you look at guys like Bob Feller, who, served, fought for his country, Ted Williams, Hank Greenberg, these guys missed time.
Are you giving away the list right
now?
No.
Once again, those are living people who
Okay.
came back from the war, Pat.
Gotcha.
These were people who died in service
Okay.
for our country.
It's Memorial Day. Yes.
Thank you.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep. I gotcha.
Oh.
Yep. Here we go. Hats off.
Number 5, Eddie Grant. You familiar with Eddie?
Nope.
You know, got a little write-up. Okay. Eddie, the Harvard University graduate, played third base for the Cleveland Indians, Philadelphia Phillies,
Wikipedia,
Cincinnati Reds,
Okay.
and New York Giants. He enlisted with the U.S. military in 1917 and became captain of the 77th Infantry Division. He was killed in the Argonne Forest in France at 1918 at the age of 35 while searching for the famous Lost Battalion. All right.
Yep.
Solid player,
call.
solid athlete. Now we're going to get a little closer to home here. Elmer Gedeon.
Household name.
Yep. Gedeon was a baseball, football, and track star at the University of Michigan. Though he was a world record holder world record setting high hurdler, he chose to pursue a career in baseball, signing with the Washington Senators in 1939 as an outfielder. In 1941, he was drafted for World War II and became a pilot on the Air Force. In 44, he was piloting a B-26 when he was shot down and killed in France, 27 years old.
Jeez.
Huge athlete, though, there. I mean, number 3, Bob Neighbors. Bob Neighbors. Not familiar with the name, are you there, Noonan?
No.
Neither was I.
No.
But after working his
Bobby
way up
Neighbors.
in the minor
Tom,
leagues.
I might need another beer listening to this.
Yeah, not Jim
impressive
Neighbors,
stuff.
who sings.
Jeez.
But after working his way up in the minor leagues, the shortstop made his roster of the St. Louis Browns in the 1939
My
season.
goodness.
He quit baseball to join the Army in 42. Never seeing action overseas during World War II, he remained in the military and fought in Korea. On a night mission in 52, he reported that he was hit and he was bailing out. Body never found. Number 2, Bob Kelso, excuse me. The offensive guard started in the NFL career in 1968 with the Buffalo Bills, where he was named Rookie of the Year. Because of his ROTC obligations, Kelso joined the Army after the season, becoming a second lieutenant in Vietnam. He was killed in action in a firefight in the Ashu Valley. And number 1,
Number one's a no doubt.
number 1,
Absolute no doubt.
it's our generational here for sure with Pat Tillman.
Absolutely.
Yes, Tillman famously quit a solid NFL career with the Arizona Cardinals to join the Army Rangers in 2002, leaving a $3.6 million contract with the team on the table. Tillman, a safety, later said he was motivated to do so by 9/11 attacks. Tillman was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2004. It was initially reported that he had been killed by enemy fire. Later, after an investigation by Congress, it was determined that Tillman had been fatally wounded by friendly fire. So, which is always tough because you can never trust a disgusting government to know
Love
where
Pat Tillman.
how you got
Love
killed in
Pat
war.
Tillman.
So,
Would have my son wear his jersey any day of the week.
exactly. I think it's huge for our youth out there and parents. Educate your kids on Pat Tillman and never stop educating them on a man like that.
Yeah, I'd say
And
it's a lot of things bigger than the game.
Well, we look at times back in World War II and even up to Vietnam, people were drafted. Men were drafted to go to the war. And Pat Tillman was not drafted. He chose to go.
Right.
He chose to go and fight for our country. And that means a lot. And you know, those who come back from wars are heroes. And those who die in wars, they say aren't heroes, but they're heroes. And
no question.
it's tough. So, but thank you on that top
Great
5
talk.
list, man. And
Unbelievable top 5.
yeah. So,
Way
but once
better,
again,
way better than your Dippin' Dots.
way
top
better than
five.
Dippin' Dots. Still getting better
Not
than that.
even close.
Yeah, I tell you what though, and it was a tough top 5 to come up with on a list on that. But it's kind of cool once I started going to one.
On a day like today,
It brought up
absolutely.
others, and it was
For sure.
cool. It was really cool, and
Thank you, George.
Yep, that's
and I
awesome.
just
That's
want
awesome.
everybody to remember that today is about those who died, and I think
Yep.
that's more important than anything. And
Without question. Without question.
it's what kids should know, and it's even my 7-year-old asked me like, "What's today about?" And I just
Yeah,
told her
it's
flat
not-
out, it's about who died.
Yeah, it's not
in
a
war.
day. It's not a day off of school. It's not.
Oh,
It's not.
It's on a day off work. It's not a long weekend. It's not
Right.
whatever, however you
It's
want to
not-
say it.
yeah,
It's just
not a holiday.
it's tough. It's
yeah.
a tough, and it's tough to word it, I think, in today's
Right.
times. That's the biggest thing. And we take so much for granted. And look what happened after 9/11, and we were all on guard. And then look where we're at now as a country, and
Right.
that can happen at any moment again. So,
Yep.
But it's just how we are as society. So,
Yep.
But just
Awesome top.
no Pat Tillman.
This might be your best one yet. I'm going to give you props on this one.
thank you. And just
I will give you props on this.
no Pat Tillman, and love them, man.
Yep.
And love those that go over there and take their risk to be that.
Without
So,
a doubt.
thank
Without
you.
a doubt.
Cheers,
Beautiful.
boys.
Beautiful. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers to Pat.
What up with that? What up with that? Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? He said, she said, we said, yeah.
Woo! What up with that?
What
Newton?
up with that?
How about you start us off tonight there, brother?
What up with that? We are headed for this week's What Up With That. We are hopping in the car. We are headed straight to Flavortown to a funky little diner that turns Sundays into tacos. My boy Guy Fieri
Ooh,
just signed
Guy.
a 3-year, $80 million contract with the Food Network. Guy Fieri is making more money per year than Tom Brady.
I hate that.
Tom Brady makes $25 million per year. Guy Fieri at 3 years, $80 million. Do the math. What up with that? My man, he's burgers.
Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that?
Unbelievable.
She said.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Oh.
Criminal. But hey, if you can get your money, go get it.
But did you hear how much he made?
Yeah, I did hear that.
I tell you what, I hate that show.
I
With
love
the-
it. I'll binge
No,
watch.
I
binge
get
watch
so
Triple
fucking
D.
hungry. I get
Right.
so hungry.
I love the show. Yeah.
I have to make sure I
I
eat
love-
first.
It's Discovery
I love it.
Plus. It's the app now.
Right.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I love Triple.
Okay, since we're talking about food right now,
Yes.
let's get some ideas
Let's keep
here,
it real.
or let's get some opinions here. We all are from the area.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair.
What's the best burger place
Ooh.
around here?
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily have to be.
I would say
It doesn't matter what kind of, but the best burger. Don't matter if cost nothing.
Miller's and
No, I'm talking about in our town, dude.
in our town.
Oh,
yeah.
in South Lyon?
In South Lyon.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I wish I had a crickets drop right now.
Yeah.
Culver's isn't open yet, is it?
Yeah. What time did Culver's close? Wendy's is short-staffed.
Yeah.
They close
yeah.
at 5.
Yeah,
They
they
keep
only open
closing.
like from 2 to 5,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
That's-
the
But you know what, though?
Frosty machine's broken.
But you know what though? I did have a Wendy's burger today, but
Yeah.
I got it off of like
Respectable.
Carpenter and Ellsworth
I-
over out that way.
Hey,
So,
it's not bad.
have you had Lake Street burger?
Where?
At Lake Street.
No, I love the Lake Street buffalo chicken dip.
I mean,
Phenomenal.
besides my barbecue,
We might have to vote Tom Sloan Blackstone Burgers
Yeah.
for the winner.
Tom's gonna get going right now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Fired up.
We got
There
to
he
go
goes.
to
Look at
that.
that. Ooh.
Yes, there we go. Ooh wee.
The 12th man.
Wow, that's an interesting question there.
It is a good question. We don't have good burgers in South Lyon.
I mean, I guess to me, if you gotta go burger and you gotta hit,
and you got to go South Lyon.
you gotta go the hotel with the buffalo burger. I mean, that's solid. That's probably the best.
Should I fix you some sandwiches?
Some sandwiches?
Sandwiches. What is it with you? Fix sandwiches.
South Lyon is we're done. We don't.
Yeah,
have
we don't
good
have
burgers.
shit.
We don't have.
I need
good
a what up
burgers.
with that though. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
What up with that? What up with that? Ooh-wee. What up with that?
What up with that? Tops now, Pat.
Tops now.
Oh my God!
What
Please.
is going on with Tops Now? I am going to give you some names here
I hate Tops
of
now.
Tops Now cards. all
Nobody,
right?
nobody cares.
I hate
Yeah.
Tops.
Nobody cares, Grossman.
Yeah, Robbie Grossman, walk-off homer. Hey, get your Tops Now cards.
Oh my God, it's a disaster.
Sickening.
What's that?
Adolis Garcia, not a good player for Texas.
Very good.
A
It's got like
home run
17
catch.
home runs.
A home run catch.
Oh,
Let's make a card on that.
yeah. No.
How about Jackie Bradley Jr. with a walk-off hit?
Awful. I hate the Tops Now is the worst. I bought 20 Miguel Cabrera Snopening Day home run cards. I still
Now,
own
there's
19 of them.
There's certain little historical moments, all right?
That was the first home run of the
It
year.
was.
I understand that.
on.
Okay,
It
it
was
was cool.
cute.
The photo,
It was
the
sexy.
snow, and all that. It's cool.
I'm not buying no Badu cards from there. I'll tell you that right
Well,
now.
what, all
Badoo,
four of them?
dude.
There,
You're gonna
sure, there'll be another one here from today.
Take a Badudu, yeah.
Nothing.
lost his helmet rounding second.
Yeah, Badu lost his.
Tops now,
Yeah, third player ever in history to lose his helmet from the left side of a plate in Milwaukee.
Oh,
That was what I was saying. A Tops Now card. Tops Now. What up with that? What up with that? Jeez. I don't even know what's going on. We can't even dance anymore with stuff.
You guys.
Say Tops Up.
What up with that? What up with that? Ooh wee.
What up with that? What up with that? He said, hey, 12th man. Hey, what's going on there, buddy? All right. Number 7 tonight on our list.
Quiz time. Quiz time. Quiz time. Quiz time.
I tell you what, we got. I want this puck. Can I answer the trivia tonight?
No.
Oh, I can't.
Credit to our boy John Yu from the Pro Sports Zone at Laurel Park, Livonia.
Don't worry about that.
They've got signings up the wazoo for the next couple of weeks. JSA's coming in August. Hit my man up, John Yu, for anything jersey memorabilia.
So we got a
Good friend of the show.
Yeah, great job, Mr. Yu again hooking us up here. Chris Osgood puck. This is not no cheap puck either. This is an official game puck, and with kind of an orange sticker there on the back, low price sticker. But don't worry, that comes right off. So good quality puck there.
$500
Signed by
value.
Osgood. I believe it was 401 wins and 401 wins, 3-time Stanley Cup champs. Let's talk about a guy like Lou Whitaker being in a Hall of Fame. Chris Osgood, hello.
Yeah, he deserves
Get
it.
his ass in the Hall of Fame. This is
He
ridiculous.
deserves it.
Disgusting. So, future Hall of Famer here. Let's put it that way. Ozzy will be in there one day. And great puck, though. I mean,
All right.
that's very nice.
So just to let you guys
Yeah,
know, we do have
Pucks on net. Get big on blue.
We got the official rules here. Official
So
rules.
we do have some issues right here, right now, when it comes to the Facebook feed.
Yeah.
So anybody that's going to answer the question, please indicate your name and your answer, because it's coming up as Facebook user again as it did last time.
Okay.
Well, 2 times ago.
So once again.
So
we're gonna
you
go
got to have
again.
your name and you got to have your answer. If you don't have your name,
Yep.
you don't get credit for it.
There you
It's
go.
just like a math. You know, the first thing you do with a math test, right? You put your name on the top right corner, right? You got to have your name on it
Probably why I didn't
No,
make it out of high
and,
school.
and a number 2 pencil and a Scantron, okay?
Oh.
All right.
All right. So, name
no,
and
no
the
ticky, no
answer.
washy. No ticky,
Now,
no washy.
this is
No,
good.
no ticky, no laundry.
No ticky, no laundry.
This is going to be easy. Rich is going to be putting up the question here after I ask it. But are you Rich?
Yeah, I'll put up right now.
Okay, great. How many Stanley Cup champs have the Red Wings won in their history? Let's go. Name and answer. So actually, it's name and number. Pretty easy
Name
there.
and number. Here we go.
Let's see.
Ooh wee. God, I think Facebook user's gonna win. He's my
Well,
pick.
these shirts and hats look great.
They do.
Let me tell you.
And by the way, it's whoever comes in first on our feed. It's not just because it showed up on yours like you want it. Swingle must be at the movie theater tonight.
Someone's got a foot-long hot dog with chili.
Yeah, those are coming up.
What up with that?
Facebook users. We got to figure that out.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't
think
get
I
it.
do think Facebook user's gonna win.
How do you know it was a he?
They're all coming off of. I think they're coming off your page, George.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Now we're getting nothing.
The Google Warriors right now.
Boy, I can't believe they're Googling this.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know it
they
off
are,
the top
they
of my
are.
head.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I know it off the top of my head.
Sad. sad state of affairs for Detroit sports. Who do you think's gonna win this one? Who's the biggest hockey?
There you go.
Hebda.
There you go, Hebda.
Hebda. 11. That is the answer.
Did Hebda win?
He Googled that shit.
Ah,
Hey,
Chris.
congratulations, Kevin.
Kevin Hebda.
Hebda's the winner.
And following rules, too. Look at that.
Exactly.
He did. Plays by the rules. Hebda, congratulations.
Any
Hebda
other-
equals 11.
Was that the only answer that
That's
came
the only
in?
answer that came through.
Wow.
That's the first one that came through.
Wow.
He said, sad, I'm the only one here. Hey, Kevin, were you one that
I'm
had...
the only one here.
Show
Hey,
him.
was Kevin the one that had the foot-long hot dogs with chili and ribs?
Probably. Sounds like him.
All you got to do is say yes.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Great show again. Well, we're hoping to bring you another one, not within a 3-week time frame, but we're going to try our best.
I
here
want
in
to
the
say,
summer
I think it
months.
was 2 weeks. It's
2 weeks, 3
yeah.
weeks, but
Yep. Hey,
hats, shirts, check them out.
check out the merch.
Gonna have some great merch up, and congratulations again to Kevin, and thank you, producer Rich,
Beautiful. Producer Rich and Tom at the three.
Tom, the 12th band here at the Speakeasy, Easy Speak. Guys, we can't do it without you. We thank you very much. John Yu, Pro Sports Zone, and iLogic Media. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Take care.
Happy Memorial Day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for listening and watching the OC Sports Card Podcast. You can check out our previous podcasts along with other great podcasts at the iLogic Media Network. Please subscribe.